All right, hello and welcome to your final video for today. Today we're adding and subtracting polynomials. Your screen should look sort of like mine. This video is probably different because I'm filming it right now. Notice on the screen it says stop, go to Schoology to finish today's work. Once you watch this video, then stop. Do watch the video first. All right, I have two examples for you. They should go pretty quick. I hope they're review for you. And then you are going to be on your way to Schoology to do your homework for today. All right, my first one, we have example number 1. It says add or subtract the polynomials. So we have 4a to the 4th minus 6a to the 3rd minus 3a squared plus a plus 1. And we're going to add to that 5a cubed plus 7a squared plus 2a minus 2. When we're adding or subtracting today, what we're really going to be doing is we're going to combine our like terms. So today we are going to combine our like terms. Now that's a really fancy way of saying you need to put the things that look the same together. To be like terms, they need to have the same variable and the same exponent. So I'm going to rewrite our equation that we're working on just so it's down here and I can work with it. We have 4a to the 4th minus 6a cubed minus 3a squared plus a plus 1. And then we're going to add to it 5a cubed plus 7a squared plus 2a minus 2. I'm going to go ahead and start highlighting our like terms. So the first one I noticed that we have is 4a to the 4th. And then actually we don't have any other a to the 4ths here. Notice we have a to the 3rd. A to the 2nd, that's a to the 1st, and then the last one doesn't have an a. So that is actually not going to have a like term. So the first part of my answer is going to be 4a to the 4th. All right, so then the next thing I notice I have is negative 6a to the 3rd. Notice when I highlighted that, I highlighted the whole thing because that negative goes with that 6. Now in my second part, we have 5a to the 3rd. So we have to put together that negative 6 and that 5. So really what I'm doing when I do this is I'm doing negative 6a to the 3rd plus 5a to the 3rd. Again, there's like a sneaky little plus in front of that 5. If you want to put this into a calculator, you can, but the only thing you'd put in is negative 6 plus 5. If you did that, you'd find you get negative 1. And then our exponents are going to stay the same, our variable and our exponents. So we'll have negative 1a to the 3rd. All right, I notice I have negative, ooh, that's not a highlighter. I notice I have negative 3a squared, and in my second part, we have 7a squared. So the next part I'm going to do is negative 3a squared, remember take that negative with it, plus 7a squared. Again, if you want to put it into a calculator, you're just going to do negative 3 plus 7. If I do negative 3 plus 7, I get a positive 4. Again, my variable, my exponents stay the same, so we have plus 4a squared. I notice that the next part, we have a plus 2a. So we're going to do plus a plus 2a. Remember, in front of that a, there's like a sneaky 1. So I'm really doing 1 plus 2, which should give me 3. So we have plus 3a. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to highlight in black, which is kind of sad, but it'll work. We have plus 1 and minus 2. So we're doing plus 1 minus 2. Again, you could put that into your calculator and you would get negative 1. And this would be my final answer. 4a to the 4th minus 1a cubed plus 4a squared plus 3a minus 1. When you do this, you want to make sure that your exponents are sort of like in order from biggest to smallest. So notice I have 4, 3, 2. There's a sneaky little 1 there, and then my last one doesn't have an exponent. I didn't mean to change slides. My bad. Go back. All right, we're actually going to move on to the second one now. We have 2a squared b squared plus 3ab squared minus 5a squared b, and then all of that subtracted from all of that, 2a squared b squared minus 9a squared b plus 7ab squared. Whew, that's kind of a lot. Well, we're doing the same thing here. Now notice that they like added another variable. That doesn't really matter. We just want to add the things that look the same. So whatever I add to that part of my expression, so whatever I add to 2a squared plus b squared also has to have an a squared b squared. Because we're subtracting this time, notice that there is a subtraction sign in the middle. We have to do something just a little different than we did the last time. So when you are subtracting, there's actually like a sneaky little -1 there, and you need to distribute that. In order to do that, you're going to take your -1. Wow, I'm struggling with my highlighters here. And you're going to multiply each of the terms after it by a -1. So we're going to multiply this one, then that one, then the last one. The first half is going to stay the same. So I still have 2a squared b squared plus 3ab squared minus 5a squared b. And now I have to distribute that negative. So if I go -1 times a +2, I get, actually before I do that, you could have just, you don't need the like parentheses at this point. It doesn't really matter one way or another, but I would erase them. So I'm doing -1 times 2a squared b squared. So I have -2a squared b squared. And then I'm going to do -1 times -9. Remember, we're doing -1 times -9. A negative times a negative gives me a +9a squared b. And then my last one, we're doing -1 times 7. -1 times 7. A negative times a positive gives me a -7ab squared. The number you're distributing is always a -1, unless it says like -2 and then has something behind it. But for the most part, it's always a -1. All right, from here we go back to our problem just like we did in the last one, where we need to combine our like terms. So the first thing I notice is I have 2a squared b squared and a -2a squared b squared. So I'm going to do 2a squared b squared minus 2a squared b squared. And now remember, when I do that, I'm really just like adding my numbers out front. So it's like I'm doing 2 minus 2. And when I do that, 2 minus 2 gives me 0. So those actually like cancel each other out. They go away. Next, I notice I have 3ab squared. And over here, I have -7ab squared. So I'm doing 3ab squared minus 7ab squared. Remember, you're doing 3 minus 7. 3 minus 7 would give me a -4ab squared. And then the last part, we have -5a squared b plus 9a squared b. When I do that, remember, I'm really doing -5 plus 9. And -5 plus 9 would give me a +4a squared b. And this would be my final answer. All right, that is all I have for you when it comes to adding and subtracting polynomials. If you get stuck, please reach out to your teacher. Thank you for watching, and thanks for all your hard work.